Hello, it's 10:42 p.m. Still on, Father's Day, Sunday, June 20th, 2021. So, I have another video uploading, and this video will not be uploaded until tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow afternoon. But, excuse me. I'm still feeling heavy congestion and feeling sick. And my sleeping bag is still soaking wet. And I've been, it's harder since the sun is gone down. It's harder for it to, it seems like it's not trying to dry at all. It is not drying. But it's still, it's a little bit drier, but it's still very drenched. So I slept. I tried to lay down. I didn't get to fall asleep. But I laid down on my right side, and all of my right side of my clothes is wet. So my anxiety is really high right now, and I can't sleep, but yet I'm sleepy. So it looks like they're trying to cause me forced diarrhea again. But I was able to fight it, And so I have a just came on a very bad headache. I feel pressure on my heart, on my chest. And earlier, again, they were hitting me in the heart with the director energy weapons. So, I'm hoping I can get me some sleep tonight, but I think this being wet is kind of what's making it harder for me to feel like I can go to sleep, And the rain that was supposed to happen in the middle of the night, it seems like as if it is postponed till later on tomorrow morning. Or early in the morning. But I don't know. So, being on the streets, I feel very tortured and uncomfortable. And not getting really, it's very hard to try to get any rest or relax when you're forced to be on the streets. And well, I guess, I'm not going to say that my breakfast was free because it was included with the hotel price, But for lunch, I just had some grits and fruit. And then I had the lady didn't charge me for dinner. And I just had fried rice and soup. Some egg drop soup. So I was hoping that the soup, the lady said the soup was very hot, but it wasn't hot. It wasn't that hot when I went to try to eat some. So I thought it was going to be hot enough to get to expel the mucus, the excess mucus and congestion and stuff like that, But, there's this online website that I would mention the name, but they help me, feel a little better, about, me trying to ask for emotional support and advice. A few people help me feel a little bit better about, false rumors and slander campaigns with the gang stalkers and narcissistic abuse. How to cope with it and stuff like that. Some people say that, they say that I'm giving the perps power, trying to defend myself. But as I said, I just want the truth to be spoken, and I'm not playing around. I'm very serious. I know this is not a game, but they think it's a sport. So, you know, it's like there was some stuff I wanted to say, but it slipped my mind. And now I'm just all of a sudden out of breath. So, you know, I've been feeling as a Christian, you know, I've been feeling like I've been going through a lot and feeling like extremely discouraged lately. Very highly discouraged. And, you know, I don't want to give up on God. I don't want to give up. And I don't want to turn away from God. But, you know, today I just felt like highly spiritually discouraged. Today. And, you know, I don't see how people feel like if you defend yourself against lies and false rumors and smear campaigns. They make it like if you defend yourself, you giving them power, you know. But me trying to seek advice about the perps, about how they act like they think they have a right in there's online strangers who act like they think they have a license and a right to meddle in my business, steal my freedom and rights away, and control my entire life, and control what I should be doing. Yet, you know, they insult my belief in Jesus Christ. And they really think that they got control over me. And I've been trying to battle against it and trying to stand up for my freedom to be grown. And stand up for my freedom, you know, to make my own decisions without guilt or shame or without fear of, you know, quote unquote punishment. And remind myself that I'm not a child. Because I heard about, I think I said in a different video about infantilization of the disabled. You know, that people with disabilities being infantilized. So, if you're homeless, people treat you like you lack intelligence. Or if you have a so-called low-level job like a janitor, then they feel like you're stupid or something. But I can't believe some people who say that they've been abused. How can they tell you to let it go or get over it so quickly with trauma and abuse? You know, and I just feel, I say I've been feeling spiritually discouraged. And, you know, I got mad and I just, you know, committed a couple of sins today. You know, just feeling hopeless. Feeling hopeless. And I feel like I don't want to I don't know, I feel bad that I disrespected God. I mean, I know that Christians aren't perfect, but we strive to be like Jesus Christ, but we all slip and fall, but we know it's not acceptable, but we're trying to better ourselves. You know, but they've been having so much secular music around me. And then, you know, it seems like I hate when the perps act like as if they know what's in my head or they know the exact songs that's on my MP3 player and criminally, illegally, and undeservingly play my favorite songs. Yeah. Even my favorite Christian songs seem like they're not even popular, but then how the hell they sing all my favorite songs on purpose to make me mad, or they know all the words to songs that hardly nobody knows but me. You know. And then if it's a song that's one of my favorite songs, and then you're my enemy and you sing my favorite song on purpose just to make me mad, it's just what my weird OCD, whatever. But they sing my favorite song on purpose just to make me mad, and then it kind of turn me away from liking the song, or I have unwanted intrusive thoughts about that person in the future if I listen to those songs. Or if I listen to my favorite songs, nobody has to sing anything. And certain songs, a person who I'm angry at will be violently, forcefully unwanted and intrusive in my mind against my will, like as if I don't have control over whose face or name, whose name is audibly in my mind, or their face is pictured in my mind, unwanted and intrusive. And then all my life pretty much I've been suffering this thing called maladaptive daydreaming disorder, or daydream a lot. So and they said that if you daydream a lot, it comes from escaping early childhood trauma. And it's very hard. I'm just struggling with the hurdle of trying to get over my past traumas, because I'm still being abused at 37 years old. I'm still being controlled and abused. And it's very hard, I don't know. It's like some people. I mean, one of the immediate supervisor and the guy who trained me. Well, they figured that because I have OCD, they figured that this job ain't a good fit for me. But, it's the only thing I can get right now. And I want to be able to go to work tomorrow, but if I'm sick, then I don't know. They might think it's best I stay home until I'm not sick anymore. I don't know how they'll feel, So, with this job, I mean, I try as best as I can and try to fight to not quit or give up, because I'm sitting here thinking, if it's just two of us, now sometimes it's like two of us or three of us, and on a day where it's just two of us, I don't get the idea of, I'm sitting here thinking that I mostly, when I go into the bathrooms and work, I clean the bathrooms mainly by myself. But sometimes if they're in a rush, they'll have the supervisor or the other guy or another guy, help me out, But it's like, I know the job is too overwhelming for me, but I feel like I'm trying to fight to stick with it so that I can be less dependent on people. But it's like, certain things about the job drive me to feel like I want to quit, even though I just started, But it seems like one task that I feel like I have a hard time trying to overcome the hurdle, and then they'll say, maybe this job ain't a good fit for you. But I feel, or if a person might feel like, well, the fact that you say you can't do this is unfair to others. But it's a challenge for me because of, the OCD. And like the other day, the immediate supervisor wanted me to stick my hands in the toilet. In the back of the toilet, and because the toilet was broken, and and then squeezing through that small space, the bathroom stall. And I felt like, with my OCD, I felt like I couldn't do it, And so, it's very challenging if they expect you to do something and, you expect it to be able to do it like normal. But then if you say that, a certain task you can't do because it might remind you of your trauma, and abuse, or it might, be a hindrance because you got OCD and don't want to touch things, then, it's challenging. And then it makes me feel bad when they say, well, it's unfair to us, or maybe this job ain't a good fit for you or whatever. But, and then to face the guy who, I got into that altercation with, and then, him, he would have done that. He would have treated me like that anyway. But, act like he think he got the authority to punish me with the silent treatment. When a narcissistic control freak, person try to meddle in your business, or they try to order you around and tell you what to do, and you stand up to them, then they I don't see other people getting treated like this, but when a narcissistic abuser get mad at me, they treat me like I don't exist. And they see me and they purposely turn their head away from me, and then just treat me like I'm invisible, and then rub it in my face. Their social interactions with other people, like they rub it in my face, to pretend to be extra extra friendly towards another person who they're talking to, And then they start doing some subtle harassment moves, like whatever noise harassment, like blasting their music super loud, with Bluetooth speakers in their phone. And why can't they be considerate and get headphones like me? No, they have to be loud, ghetto, and ignorant with everything. So, and it's like every time the anger builds up to see him, with the giving me the silent treatment, and the anger builds up, and it make me mad enough to want to just give up and quit. But I don't know. And then me being sleep deprived, the sleep deprivation, and then have to get up and go to work. I mean, me being targeted and, being sleep deprived. Y'all got y'all sleep, but I would not be allowed to get my sleep. And I can't perform fast enough or properly. And so, they'll say, well, oh, it's unfair to us. Well, me being robbed of sleep and being forced homeless, because everything about this targeting is unfair to me. That I can't live a normal life. And then my strange story, people think, they don't take me seriously, and they act like they think I got some explaining to do. So if people wonder, why do I have a college degree with a janitor job? Because I'm targeted. And, it would be a job that would be hard to get, or other employers wouldn't want to hire me or whatever. But with my disability, I do feel like this job is kind of too hard for me. And, I just wish that Social Security Ticket to Work program could have been more helpful. And me, if I had a place, and if they could have helped me with a work-at-home job. And Voc Rehab wasn't trying to be helpful either. And Voc Rehab was a lot of narcissistic gang stalkers for counselors. Every Voc Rehab counselor I get is a narcissistic gang stalker. Even the one here in Pensacola. So I can't deal with Voc Rehab no more. Plus, Voc Rehab act like you're not allowed to work full time. Well, what's the point of using my Social Security ticket to work then? if I'm not allowed to work full time, and then all this is credits being worked up with the ticket to work, and I still can't work a actual full-time job. But then with my doggone sleep deprivation, people be like, well, okay, it doesn't make sense how you how you work, how you want to work full time, but you move too slow, or you say this is too hard or whatever. Well, why can't you understand and just accommodate me with what I can do? I'm not totally disabled that I can't do the job. It's just a few little things. It's just a few little hurdles for me. But just because one or two things I say is too difficult for me, then you'll make it like the whole job is not a good fit for me. But I feel like being targeted my whole entire life is punished because I can't do what I'm restricted from. I can't do what I want, or I can't do what makes me happy. Oh, they hit me in the top of my left head, the top left part of my forehead. They hit me with the directed energy weapons, and I think there's a drone over me because there's hardly any stars in the sky. I don't know. But as I said, I'm fighting to not quit the job. They have so much secular music around me that today I gave in to the temptation to listen to secular music. And now I feel like a bad person, But I know none of us are perfect, and we can try to stand up. If we slip and make a mistake, we can try to fight harder to be stronger against doing that again, like trying to fight harder. There's a difference between trying to fight harder against sin or trying to be a better Christian. A difference between that and then you honestly make a mistake or something. And there's a difference between that and being fake and just acting or just for show. And then they have narcissistic fake Christians who would, against your wishes, they make it like you cannot tell them no. Like, they make it like as if you don't have a choice, for them to set themselves up to be a fake spiritual coach in your life, and then love bomb you and pretend to be extra fake nice like they love you and you're their favorite, and then they suddenly pull the rug of support away from you, and then they try to control your spiritual walk with God. And then after they turn against you, not only they themselves, but then other, so-called Christians who don't have compassion, they will bully, harass, and lecture you about how you shouldn't put your trust or faith in man. Like Lisa Ruby and that forced fake deliverance ministry. How can she tell me don't put my faith in man or don't put my trust in man when she tried to coerce this fake deliverance that I didn't want? And I kept questioning her. And so I thought that I had false hopes of feeling like I got over what she did. But then I just went through spiritual abuse with another person, and shocked and hurt all over again. Because I know with Lisa Ruby and Miss Tracy Broadhurst, I backslid big time. But now I'm still, with this other person, I'm feeling very confused. And, battling. But I don't want to give up on God, and I don't want to give up on my Christian faith. And then dealing with DJ and Star Bricker and all the other perps who act like they delusionally believe that there are narcissistic, Christ-hating perps who think they have the authority to mock my belief in Jesus Christ, and they think they can try to force me to stop being a Christian, and then act like they have the authority to dictate that I'm no Christian at all. And then DJ is trying to tell me that I should become a Rastafarian and smoke weed and meditate. And then he said, take my advice. I don't have to take your advice. Your narcissistic abusive orders. Just stay the fuck. I told you numerous times, leave me alone. Now, why the hell would I want to go and live with somebody who won't tell me what his name is, and then he lives way up north? You know? So I'm tired of DJ thinking he's my handler, and I don't even fucking know him. And then he lies a lot too, and very coercive and manipulative. You don't have a right to try to force me to sell my soul. You know, I may be a Christian and having struggles, but I'm not selling out. I'm not gonna sell out. So I have more stuff I wish I could talk about, but I have a headache and I need to try to go to sleep, and it's 11:09 p.m. right now. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get me a little sleep. I have a little spot over here that's a little dry, but my little sheet is still very wet. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.